Hey guys, happy Wednesday, and we're working on push press. Again, we're building on strength off the last 2 weeks. So there's no tempo here, so let's just talk about our setup. So thumb distance from the knurling mark, right, or just outside the shoulders. You're gonna come underneath the bar. Before you stand up, you wanna feel the bar touching your shoulder. So don't rush your position, and you don't wanna come out in a full front rack like this where my fingers are open. If you can hold onto the bar, right, take a second, and try to get the elbows about 45 degrees, but the weight's still sitting on the shoulders. This is optimal, all right? Take one big step back. Feet are gonna stay right under the hips. Again, don't go too wide. Right under the hips will give you the most power. Head is neutral. I do a quick dip, drive, overhead. All right, so from here, belly's tight. I'm gonna bring the bar down, head comes out of the way, catch, straight back overhead. So you're trying to catch it right back into the next dip position. If you lose balance or it's really heavy, you might bring it down, reset, and do singles, okay? But we're gonna do same thing we're doing all week. Instead of 2 waves, 6-5-4. We're gonna do that again, 6-5-4, a little bit heavier. Main thing here is that dip and drive. Most of the power comes from the legs. So when you dip down, make sure you don't come forward at all, right? You can't recover from that position. So really sit back, feel the weight in the heels, the knees still push out, it's a couple inches, and then really drive as aggressively as you can overhead, all right? So our workout's gonna be 3 movements. It's gonna be 2 7-minute amraps, all right? So relatively short, you're gonna get a 2-minute rest in between. So here are the 3 movements. We have single arm, shoulder to overhead. So what that means is that if it's light, you can do a push press. The same thing we did with the bar, except single arm, right? Jumping overhead. If it's heavy, which is the idea, it's meant to be moderately challenging, you're gonna do a little jerk, right? So you can drive, catch it with a straight arm. Okay, really focus on keeping that arm close to the body. Dumbbells want to run away. You're off balance, right? Keeping your core engaged, all right? So that's going to be movement number 1. Movement number 2 is going to be a burpee to a target. So I have some rings here. Typically we'll do like 6 to 8 inches out of your reach, but again, something that you can't touch when you're just standing. Okay, you're going to do a burpee, and then jump, touch the target. That's going to be your burpee standard, all right? From there, we're gonna go to the bar muscle up. So I got our nice new fancy boxes here. I love getting people doing jumping bar muscle ups, right? This is pretty easy standard for me, all right? I get a nice deep grip on the bar, shoulder width. I'm gonna bend my knees down, jump straight up into support, lock myself out, okay? And then back onto the box. So that's a great scale. I can adjust the height of the box or the bar that I'm on, right? It's only 4 reps. You can also do a banded bar muscle up, or you can also work on like chest to bar pull-ups if you want to not work over the bar. So again, it's only 4 reps. Do think that should feel challenging, but doable, okay? So that's our conditioning, guys. Remember, 7-minute AMRAP, 2-minute rest, 2 rounds through that. The finisher, we have 3 movements. So we're gonna need some dumbbells and a bench. So we're gonna do a crush grip bench press, which means we're gonna keep the dumbbells together the entire time. We're gonna bring them down to the chest and press back up. So it's more of like a tricep position. Okay, that's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is gonna be a lateral raise. So this will not be super heavy. It's gonna be lateral raise to the side, okay? And the third one is a fun little core gymnastics challenge on the ground, is holding a V up. So typically, or it's called a V sit, basically at the top of a V up, and we're trying to hold and focus on keeping your legs straight, holding for 30 to 60 seconds. If that's hard for you, you can hold a tuck position, again, 30 to 60 seconds, so it starts feeling easy at the beginning, but it starts to be sustained effort at the end. All right, that is our finisher, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.